Wave Aquatics. Now, I wanted always to do a video on one of the tools which I use a lot, and I thought, being on a lockdown and can't move much, let's spend some time on it. All of you know who are growing corals and fragging all the time, especially if you're doing it in large quantities like I do, that gluing is always the process which involves a lot of time, squeezing the glue, little pots, glue drying out, is it a good one, is it not? And then the product comes and you just think, thank God somebody thought of it. And Maxspect did. This is Maxspect Glue Gun, which you've probably seen in other videos, other people presenting. It is absolutely stunning piece of kit, simple as it can be. It's a gun, glue gun, which pushes the super glue, gel super glue through. Each glue gun comes with one bottle of full bottle of glue and some extension nozzles which go at the end of the glue gun for precision gluing. When you purchase additional refills, they come with the 4 nozzles attachments here, and those are 2 plastic and 2 metal ones for as attachments which you can use. This works perfectly underwater. If you're having a loose plug which is coming off the rockery, you can go in with this because there is no it's all hard plastic and it's not going to rust or anything like that, and you can refix your corals underwater. Now, I want to talk from the point of somebody who is growing corals all the time, and I wanted to tell you a few tips which I learned over time through mistakes. So I thought better do it that way and share with people so they don't make the same ones, because some of them are a little bit expensive. So first things first, remove the sleeve which is covering this tube so you can see the plunger and you can see the plug pushing the glue. Why? Inevitably, if you are gluing, glue will dry out. Therefore, if you are squeezing the handle and pushing plunger forward and it's not going, yours truly thought, well, just push it harder, it will go through. It will not. Glue went back, basically seeped all the way through, and that was a panic. Quickly disassemble everything, clean everything, so that the unit doesn't get destroyed. Secondly, the nozzles which you're getting, they give you 4. So you can, after the gluing session, take it off. First of all, there is a cap which you need to take off, protection cap, and this is the one which is quite important for me. And you put one of these nozzles back on. I prefer to use the metal one. Don't know why, I just do. They go only onto the inner bit and they screw tightly onto it. This gives you the precision to apply glue in exact places where you want, especially if you're going underwater, because the glue will go in small quantities and you can fill the cracks and crevices. If you are using it like me on gluing frags onto the plugs, sometimes I find this a little bit too much, because this plunger has teeth, and a distance between the teeth is basically the amount of glue you're going to push through once you squeeze the handle. So you can't slow it down much. Plus, this needle here is quite narrow, and the amount of glue coming will come in with quite a force and will continue coming even after you thought, I don't need any more. So for that reason, for me, sometimes at some point I decided, oh, I can't be bothered. So basically now I don't use these needles. I go straight with the opening as it is. This gives me straight away the speed of the glue coming out I wanted and the amount, and I can quickly move through the plugs and apply it. The one bit which I said to a few of the colleagues was that don't assume that glue is not gonna dry out, especially inside of these needles. So you have 2 options. One is get yourself a needle and at the end of the job push it through to clean the inside of the needle so you can keep it further. But if you're using this one tube of glue lasts me 2 or 3 sessions of gluing, chuck it, because with every new glue you'll get new needles, so you can dispose of them no problem, so you don't have to clean them. If you're not using the needles like me, all I do, I make sure that I clean this bit here quickly and put this original cap back on, and that keeps it pretty well sealed and it doesn't dry out. Because the needles which are going at the end, they do not have the cap, they don't have any kind of a protection. So I wouldn't be playing with putting something to cover it up. It doesn't work. Actually, I did. I used a cling film once and wrapped it all up thinking, well, air is not going to go in, it's not going to dry. It stuck all together and still dried out. Furthermore, what happened on one occasion, without removing the needle, the glue inside of the tube started drying out. And that was one of the main reasons which I said, if I'm not going to use the whole of the glue or half of it so I can chuck the needle, if I'm using just few bits, I'll use it directly from here. Final bit is, when you finish with your work, make sure that you press this lever to release the plunger and pull it back so there is no more additional pressure on it. So the glue kind of slowly pressure back and stops pushing through the end. Other than that, love your Maxspect, love your reefing, and enjoy growing corals. Thank you very much. Speak soon.